Beef meatballs. Beef meatballs are the classic comfort food, loved for their rich, savory flavor. Made from ground beef, mixed with breadcrumbs, eggs, garlic, and herbs, they're rolled into small balls and cooked by frying, baking, or simmering in sauce. Beef's higher fat content keeps them juicy and tender, giving that satisfying, hearty bite. They pair perfectly with tomato sauce over spaghetti, tucked into a sub sandwich, or served as an appetizer with toothpicks. Popular worldwide, beef meatballs are endlessly customizable. Add cheese, spices, or different sauces to match any cuisine. Simple ingredients, big flavor. That's the magic of beef meatballs.
Pork meatballs. Pork meatballs bring a slightly sweet, tender texture thanks to pork's natural fat content. Ground pork blends beautifully with garlic, ginger, soy sauce, or Italian herbs, making it one of the most versatile meats for meatballs. They're a staple in many cuisines, from Asian-style pork balls in broth to Italian polpette and tomato sauce. Pork's mild flavor absorbs seasonings well, so cooks can experiment with sweet, savory, or spicy profiles. Frying gives a crispy exterior, while braising keeps them soft and juicy. Whether served with noodles, rice, or crusty bread, pork meatballs are a comforting, adaptable dish, loved globally.
Chicken meatballs. Chicken meatballs are a lighter, leaner alternative to beef or pork, perfect for health-conscious eaters. Made from ground chicken, breadcrumbs, egg, and seasonings, they're soft, mild, and easy to flavor with herbs like basil, parsley, or lemon zest. Because chicken is leaner, cooks often add a bit of olive oil or grated cheese to keep them moist. They work wonderfully in soups, pasta dishes, or grain bowls, and can be baked instead of fried for an even healthier option. Chicken meatballs are quick to prepare and kid-friendly, making them a popular weeknight dinner choice for busy families everywhere.
Turkey meatballs. Turkey meatballs are known for being lean, protein-packed, and diet-friendly. Ground turkey has less fat than beef or pork, so recipes often include grated vegetables, breadcrumbs soaked in milk, or a splash of broth to prevent dryness. Seasoned with garlic, onion, and Italian herbs, turkey meatballs taste rich despite being lighter. They're a favorite in meal prep recipes, served over zucchini noodles, in wraps, or simmered in marinara sauce. Baking them on a sheet pan makes cleanup easy and keeps the fat content low. Turkey meatballs prove that healthy eating doesn't mean sacrificing flavor or satisfaction. Lamb meatballs. Lamb meatballs offer a bold, distinctive flavor with a slightly gamey richness that pairs beautifully with Mediterranean and Middle Eastern spices. Ground lamb mixed with cumin, mint, garlic, and cinnamon creates deeply aromatic meatballs, often served with yogurt sauce, flatbread, or over rice pilaf. Lamb's natural fat keeps the meatballs juicy even when grilled or pan-fried. They're common in Greek, Turkish, and Middle Eastern cuisines, sometimes skewered like kofta. The unique taste of lamb makes these meatballs stand out from more common beef or chicken versions, offering an exciting, flavorful twist for adventurous home cooks.
Swedish meatballs. Swedish meatballs, known as köttbullar, are famous worldwide thanks to their creamy sauce and warm spices. Made from a mix of ground beef and pork, breadcrumbs, and allspice or nutmeg, they're pan-fried until golden, then simmered in a rich, savory gravy made with cream and beef broth. Traditionally served with lingonberry jam, mashed potatoes, and pickled cucumber, the sweet tart jam balances the meatball's savory depth. This comforting dish has become a global favorite, especially popularized by furniture store cafes. Swedish meatballs represent Scandinavian home cooking. Simple ingredients transformed into a deeply satisfying, memorable meal.
Italian meatballs. Italian meatballs, or polpette, are the heart of classic Italian-American cuisine. Made from beef, pork, or a combination, they're seasoned with garlic, parsley, oregano, and Parmesan cheese, then bound with breadcrumbs and egg. Simmered slowly in tomato sauce, they absorb rich, tangy flavor while staying tender. Served over spaghetti, tucked into meatball subs, or enjoyed alone with crusty bread, Italian meatballs are comfort food at its finest.
Every family often has its own secret recipe passed down through generations. Their deep, herby, tomato-based flavor has made them one of the most beloved meatball styles in the world.
Polish meatballs. Polish meatballs, called klopsiki, are a hearty, home-style dish featuring ground pork or beef mixed with rice, onions, and breadcrumbs. They're typically simmered in a creamy mushroom or tomato-based sauce, creating a comforting, filling meal perfect for cold weather. Seasoned simply with salt, pepper, and marjoram, Polish meatballs emphasize rich, savory flavors over heavy spices. Often served with mashed potatoes, buckwheat, or pickled vegetables, they reflect traditional Eastern European home cooking. This dish showcases how simple, wholesome ingredients can create deeply satisfying comfort food, passed down through generations of Polish kitchens and family gatherings.
Spanish Albóndigas. Spanish Albóndigas are flavorful meatballs made from a mix of beef and pork, seasoned with garlic, paprika, and fresh parsley. They're typically pan-fried first for a golden crust, then simmered in a rich almond or tomato-based sauce infused with saffron or sherry. This tapas favorite is often served as a small plate with crusty bread for dipping into the flavorful sauce. Albóndigas showcase the warm, earthy spices characteristic of Spanish cuisine. Whether enjoyed as an appetizer at a lively tapas bar or a main course at home, Albóndigas offer a delicious taste of authentic Spanish culinary tradition.
Vietnamese meatballs. Vietnamese meatballs, often called siu mai, are light, fragrant, and packed with fresh flavor. Made from ground pork mixed with garlic, fish sauce, and sometimes wood ear mushrooms, they're steamed or simmered in a tomato-based broth for a delicate, savory taste. Popular in Vietnamese cuisine, these meatballs are often served with warm baguette for dipping, similar to the famous banh mi sandwich, or over rice with pickled vegetables. The balance of savory, slightly sweet, and umami flavors reflects the freshness typical of Vietnamese cooking. Vietnamese meatballs offer a lighter, aromatic alternative to heavier Western-style meatball dishes.